Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Scott and Wallace Live, what we do every Tuesday here at our office. My name is Matt McNamara. I'm in charge of the firm's Labor and Employment Division. And it'll just be me today. Rob and Clint are dealing with clients and tending to some other matters, everything that keeps them busy on a day-to-day basis. So today, as I am in charge of the Labor and Employment Division, I just want to kind of give a quick rundown of some employment issues. This time of year, kind of going into the fall, for the holiday season, a lot of people are moving jobs, finding new places to work, applying for new jobs. All that kind of tends to pick up after the summer's done and people are kind of getting a little bit more firm in their routine. So things to be on the lookout for, things to remember when you're going through the process of applying for a new job and looking for a new job. One is the kind of basis for everything that we talk about here is the nature of an at-will employment here in the state of Florida. That means when you get hired by a company, about a 99% chance that you're going to be an at-will employee, which means that the company can fire you for any reason, good or bad. It just can't be for certain discriminatory reasons. They can fire you for wearing a red shirt on blue shirt day. So if you go to a company and you're an at-will employee, just keep in mind that your rights are limited, but there are certain things that you want to protect against in the event that you have some issues that you feel might arise during your employment. One is when you're going through the employment process, let's say you have some kind of medical condition or a disability. Make sure your employer is aware of that at the time of your hiring. And that way, the accommodations can be made, if they need to be made, to adjust for your medical treatment, doctor's appointments, any accommodation that you might need, even a specialized chair or desk to stand up at. It's much more difficult to have those conversations with an employer after you're hired as opposed to before you're hired. But similar to claims of discrimination for your employer firing you, the same rules apply to hiring you as well. So if you disclose that information, and let's say you have a job offer and you disclose some kind of medical treatment, and they don't give you the job anymore, then certainly there could be an argument that they did it because of your disability and your request for accommodation. The next best thing to remember when you're moving jobs is, especially if you're in a bigger company, remembering the human resource department is there for the employee's benefit. If there are issues you need to complain about, there are issues you're having at work, mistreatment that you're experiencing, the best place to go to complain of these issues and document these issues is human resources. So when you're beginning a new job, make sure you have that contact information, whether it be for a human resources representative, whether it's a hotline, whether it's anything like that. Human resources are there for you, and it's important when you start a new job to have that information at hand in case any issues arise. Third, and the most important thing, is when you're having issues at work to document the issues that you are having. It is much more difficult to bring a claim and you have kind of a undocumented history of issues going on, as opposed to if you bring a claim and there's a documented history of the issues you've experienced there, the discrimination that you've experienced there. So those are three things to remember when you're working for a job, or looking for a new job, or starting a new job. If you have a disability or some kind of medical issue, disclose that to them if you feel it's going to inhibit your ability to do the job as they expect. 2, always know where human resources is, whether it's their contact information, their office location, anything like that. And 3, documentation is very important. If you're having issues in the workplace, make sure that you're documenting those over time, so if something does happen, it's easier for you to rectify those situations and you have to go through the legal process.
Question here, what if you are uncomfortable talking to human resources? Who do you go to?
If you're uncomfortable talking to human resources, certainly you can go to a supervisor and make those things known. If there's a different avenue with human resources, whether it's just one individual within there you don't want to talk to, then find another person within the department. But at the end of the day, human resources is there for your benefit, and you shouldn't be afraid to have to go and talk to them because that is their job. But like everything we discuss on here, everything is very fact intensive. Everybody's situation is different. So if you're having those kind of issues and those reservations, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to walk you through it and just give you some advice on how to handle the situation.
That's all the questions I have.
All right. Well, we just want to do a quick rundown today, a little overview of everything. I hope everybody's doing well. And as always, give us a call if you have any questions. We do free consultations, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
And what's that number?
850-222-7777.